Hey guys, so in today's video I'm here with this glittery bronzy smoky eye with a vampy lip. I really wanted to do a look using glitter, so I picked up the NYX Face and Body Glitter. So yeah, I hope you guys really enjoy this look. I also do have a fake tan on, so my foundation doesn't match my body exactly because I usually don't fake tan. I just wanted to try it out. So I have like no fake tan foundations, so just work with me on this. But if you follow me on Snapchat, you would know that already, so follow me on Snapchat. I'll leave it right here, as well as my Instagram, Twitter, and yeah. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and give this video a big thumbs up. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys. To start this look, you want to make sure you prime your eyes for eyeshadow. So I'm taking the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot and applying this all over my entire lid. I really like this because it really helps the eyeshadows last throughout the day, and it also takes up any discoloration on your eyelid. Now you want to make sure you set that so any shades do not crease. I'm going into the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette and taking Divinity. You can take any white shade that you have or any nude shade. I'm applying this from brow bone to my lid, again to make sure all the shades are nicely blended. Now going into the Morphe 35F palette, I'm taking this really gorgeous burnt red shade and applying this with my MAC 224 brush into the crease and a little bit above. This is going to act as our transitional color to make sure all our shades blend nice and seamlessly. And what I'm doing with this is at the outer corner, I'm rounding it out instead of doing a cat eye look. Now going into a dark brown, I'm taking the shade Mocha from Makeup Geek, and with that same brush, I'm applying it in the same exact place, but a little bit underneath that color, so that first shade really pops out underneath it. And as you see, I'm doing this from inner to outer corner, really rounding it out at the edges, because again, I really want a round look as opposed to a cat eye look. Now going into the Anastasia Couture palette, I'm taking the shade Fudge. I'm taking my Dosa Color Crease Brush and applying this a little bit below in the first shade. You don't want to be too precise with this because we are going to be applying this shade over the entire lid. The reason I'm applying this shade on my lid is because the glitter is a little bit see-through. So you want to have a shade underneath that to really make that glitter pop. But as you see, I'm rounding it out on the edge all the way into the inner corner, really making sure to buff it out so there are no harsh lines. Going back into the shade we used from the Morphe 35F, I'm applying this a little bit more above my lid because I want to make sure it really pops out underneath all them brown shades. Now going into the NYX Glitter Glue, I'm applying this over my entire lid to make sure that glitter really sticks to it. Now for the glitter, I'm taking the NYX Face and Body Glitter in the shade Bronze. I'm patting this off my entire lid using dabbing motions to make sure we have no fallout. As you see, I have paper underneath my eye to really help the fallout. Even though we are doing our foundation last, the glitter is really hard to come off as well. So I like to make sure I have paper underneath to help the fallout. But I'm patting this off my entire lid to get the most pigment and to make sure there is no fallout. I'm going to do my wing liner off camera, use the NYX Super Skinny Marker, and I popped on some Kiss Frosties in the shade Flirt. Now for my primer, I want to look a little bit more dewy, so I'm taking my Essay Edit Flash Illuminator in the shade Spotlight. For foundation, since I'm a little bit more tan, I'm taking my Clinique Oil-Free Makeup in the shade 09 Neutral. Now I know this shade doesn't match exactly, but we're going to work with it and bronze up our face a little bit later. So I'm applying that with my damp beauty blender using stippling motions to get the most coverage and also not to disturb any foundation. To highlight as well as conceal, I'm taking the e.l.f. HD Lipstick Concealer as well as my Maybelline Dream Lumi pen. With the e.l.f. Concealer, I'm only applying this underneath my eyes because it matches my fake tan a little bit better. So we're going to use that to hide any discoloration. To highlight, we're taking the Dream Lumi pen on the high points of our face and blending that with my damp beauty blender. Now to cream contour, I'm taking my NYX Wonder Stick and taking that darker shade and contouring my cheekbones, the sides of my temples, and also my temples, and down the bridge of my nose. I absolutely love this. It blends out super seamlessly, and as you see, I'm doing upward motions. You want to make sure you do upward motions when you're contouring, otherwise it would defeat the purpose. To set anywhere we put that concealer, I'm taking my Wet n Wild contour palette with my damp beauty blender with that lighter shade and just packing this on kind of like baking. I'm packing this on anywhere I put that concealer, down the bridge of my nose, my chin, underneath my eyes, and my forehead. To set anywhere we put that cream contour, I just took that darker shade in the Wet n Wild palette and set anywhere we put that cream contour. Here I'm just dusting away that baking we did earlier, making sure I have a little bit excess powder on my brush before I wipe it away. It just makes it nice and seamless. To bronze up my face, I'm taking the Physicians Formula Bronze Booster in the shade Medium Dark. I'm bronzing up my temples, my cheekbones, and down the bridge of my nose. For blush, I'm going to be taking my favorite one. This is the Wet n Wild Color Iconic in the shade Apricot. And lastly, for highlight, I'm taking the Anastasia So Hollywood and I'm applying this on my cheekbones, on the bridge of my nose, and my Cupid's bow. To smoke at the bottom lash line, I'm taking my MAC 212 brush. I'm using the Morphe shade we used earlier, as well as taking the Anastasia Fudge shade and applying some inner to outer corner on my lash line, really making sure to smoke it out. Now here I'm going in with my NYX glitter glue and applying this to my lash line as well. Then going back in with that NYX glitter in the shade Bronze, I'm going to apply it so wherever you put that glitter, really making sure to dab it because we don't want to disturb any of the concealer, and we also want to make sure there is no fallout. Also applying this in my inner corner as well. I already did my brows off camera, so I'm going with my brow bone highlight, taking Makeup Geek's Shimma Shimma. For my waterline, also to tight line, I'm taking the Marc Jacobs black eyeliner. And lastly, for the eyes, I'm going with my bottom mascara, taking the Loreal Telescopic Mascara in the shade Black. For lips, I actually took 3 lip products. I did not know what shade I wanted. I first started off with the Too Faced Melted Lipstick in the shade Melted Nude. I realized that was not dark enough, so then I went in with the NYX Lip Shine in the shade Skin Tone. I like that, but I wanted a little bit more darker, so then I took the Milani Amar Matte Lip Cream in the shade Flirt. And that is it for this makeup tutorial. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Also subscribe to my channel, as well as follow me on all my social media websites. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!